What's up, guys? I'm here, and I'm doing something a little new today that I'm going to be bringing to my channel. This is my first movie review, and I don't know if any of you are aware, but I love movies. And I'm not only going to be doing movies, but I'm going to also be doing games. Of course, you know I love games because I've been doing a gaming channel for almost a year, which has been very unpopular. Hence the title of this review, Unpopular Review. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to be reviewing is this, previous weekend I had the opportunity to see the movie Gravity, which just came out. It is let me start by saying what I think about it. It is a fantastic movie. And I just want to talk about what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it. I just want to share with people what I liked about it so they can decide whether to spend their money on seeing it. First of all, I'm warning everyone that there will be spoilers in here, so if you don't want to know what happens at the end, X out the video now, don't watch anything else. So yeah, first I'm going to talk about the story. So basically what happens in the story is, it's astronauts on a crew of a fictional space shuttle called the Explorer, and their mission was to work on the Hubble Space Telescope and repair it, but a Russian satellite I think it got hit by a missile because they were taking it down, and that created tons of debris which hit other satellites and created a huge debris field, and their shuttle was destroyed. So they're left floating in space, and there's only 2 astronauts who survive, and they are then left with the task of getting back to Earth. They obviously can't use their shuttle, so they have to try and get back to the ISS, and get back home. So, yeah, it's a very good story, and basically what I want to say about the story was it's extremely suspenseful. It's very well done. The characters are very engaging. I mean, they're very good. Basically what happens is they have to get back to the ISS, take the Soyuz, which is damaged, get it over to the Chinese space station and take their escape pod, I can't remember what it's called, I'm sorry, and take that back down to Earth. So yeah, that's basically the whole story. It's very good. I haven't found any major plot holes yet. I'm sure tons of people on the internet have found them, but I haven't. I have no problem with the story. It's a very good story. There's many turning points that kept me on the edge of my seat. It was very suspenseful. And if you're looking for a suspense movie, it's absolutely perfect. Alright, so next I'll talk about the special effects. Now this is what I was mainly looking forward to. Now I'm not lying when I say this. Special effects in this movie are probably the best I've ever seen in any movie in my life that I've ever seen. I'm not kidding, okay? They're fantastic. I don't know how they were done. The set design is also it's ridiculous. Everything on the ISS when they're in the ISS or when they're in the Soyuz, everything looks like it's in place and where it should be. It's just, they must have had NASA consultants and everything. It's ridiculous. The detail is incredible. Space looks awesome. The Earth looks great. It's ridiculous. I don't know how it was done. I can't wait until it comes out on DVD. I'm hoping there'll be lots of features of how it's made, because it looked... special effects just are... You can't compare anything else to them. I'm just going to say that right now. Like, people were talking about how awesome Avatar was. This is at least 5 or 10 times better. It's ridiculous. And that was what? 4 years ago, right? Yeah, so it was 2009. So yeah, think about how far we've come in it. But yes, the special effects are ridiculous. And I had the privilege of seeing it in 3D. So, yeah, if you can see it in 3D, I normally think 3D is a gimmick, it's stupid, forget about it. But, oops. But 3D made the experience so much better for me. Like when there's tons of scenes where a piece of debris or something will hit something and it will just spray pieces everywhere, and it just is amazing in 3D. Just watching everything go by in 3D. Another thing they used to make the movie better, and I found this very creative, was they at some point switched the camera view so that it was like what you were looking through the eyes of one of the characters, and that made you feel like you were really there, especially in 3D. It was amazing. So yeah, if you can, see it in 3D. And special effects were amazing. Next I'm going to talk about the actor choice. So basically there are only two actors. I mean, they had some minor characters talking in the beginning, but unfortunately everybody died. And the mission, it was an emotional movie too. Yeah. There's lots of death, and it's very emotional. But yeah, the only two characters in the movie were just the two astronauts, and one of them was played by Sandra Bullock, and the other was who was it? George Clooney. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't remember. And I am personally not a fan of Sandra Bullock usually, but I haven't really seen anything with her, so I can't really judge her that well. She wasn't that bad, but it wasn't really, her part didn't really require immense acting, but I didn't mind her that much. She didn't seem too bad. I don't really like her in general, but her character was portrayed pretty well. And George Clooney, as always, does pretty well with every character he does. Unfortunately, because he died so early in the movie, spoiler alert, he was not in the movie too much, but that was one of the things that kind of disappointed me a little. Because I was like, oh, Sandra Bullock's in the movie. Oh, I don't know if I can see it. Oh, well, George Clooney's in it, I can see it. And then he dies 20 minutes into the movie, or 30 minutes into the movie. He did come back, and like at one point, Sandra Bullock's character, Dr. Stone, I think it was, had a dream with him in it, so he did come back later in the movie for like a 5-minute period, and he was a very funny character. He kept the movie alive. He showed how astronauts stay calm. So he was a very good, well portrayed character. So actor choice, I do think Sandra Bullock was not a great choice, and that somebody else could have been chosen for her. I was saying, unfortunately, she's getting older, but Sigourney Weaver would have been perfect. As you know, she's in some of my favorite movies, like Aliens. But yeah, she wasn't that bad, and George Clooney was good, but they could have chosen someone better. So yeah, overall, pretty good actor choice. And last thing I want to talk about is music and sound design. There really wasn't very much music in it, and the music that was in it was not extremely, it wasn't amazing. Like, it's been a really long time since I've seen a movie with really good, wow music, like a really good score. Prometheus had good music that I liked, and this movie didn't have bad music. It just was kind of repetitive, and it wasn't anything special. It wasn't really bad, it just wasn't anything special. And there wasn't very much music. And I feel like this movie could have been aided by some music. As for sound design, I actually liked that there wasn't very much sound, because that was realistic in the movie. Like when something slams into something in space, there's no sound to it. And it was kind of like a 2001 Space Odyssey, where there's no sound except voices and breathing. And that kind of added to the tense situation, like heavy breathing and voices, but nothing else, just silence, the silence of space. And I thought that really aided to the atmosphere of the movie, and it made it more realistic. The whole movie was very filled with realism, I thought. Excuse me. But yeah, overall, pretty good sound design. The music could have been better. I feel like it could have been helped by some better music. Yeah. So, yep, that's sound design and music. And okay, so that's my review of the movie Gravity, starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. And so I'd say if I'm gonna give it a, like, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, like out of 10, I would give it a 9 out of 10, and I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the best space movies I've seen in a long time, and it's on its way to being, I'd say it's one of the best space movies I have seen. It is in my top 10, and I have seen a lot of space movies, trust me. So yeah, final verdict on Gravity, 9 out of 10. See it. You need to see it. It will not be the same if it's not on a big screen, and if you can, see it in 3D. So that's all for now, guys. I'm going to be posting some more of these reviews every time I see a big movie. So until I do another, it won't be on a specific schedule. They'll just be popping up randomly. So I'll see you in the next unpopular review. Get off my laptop. Bye. God! Oh God! No! 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 I gotta go around. I gotta go around. No! I gotta try it. No! 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 Oh God! Oh! I took my hands off the controls. Oh no! Oh! Oh! I have the UPU chain! Oh my God! What? What did you? Oh!